Good morning, all. Thank you for joining. Sorry, Rati, were you saying something?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, good morning, all. Thank you for joining in for the celebration. It's 1 year, and we really did not know how this happened. Was not possible without all of your support and all the love we got at Page Turner. So I'll give this over to Rati to start the meeting. Thank you, Rati.
Thank you, Aparna. Good morning and greetings. Do I hear some sound, background sound?
Can I request everybody to mute, please? Kindly mute.
Good morning and greetings to all of you from Anna and I. Welcome to our first anniversary celebrations of the Page Turners. I must say that there is a good turnout today and we can all look forward to a lovely meeting ahead. Yes, we are 1 year old today. We have had some fabulous meeting during the course of the year, and that's all thanks to Premila and Aparna, who took a lot of trouble to choose the appropriate books for us, and both of them led us through a very successful year. Thank you, Premila and Aparna, for all the hard work that you put in to keep this book club so vibrant and alive. We started the year with our inauguration with an inspiring talk by our honorary member, Ms. Shivashankari. We had an eclectic mix of different genres of books for discussions. We also had film critic Bharadwaj Rangan, Dr. Gariali, her labor of love, her book on Kashmir, our very own Premila's memoirs, so 80 Wondrous Years, which was such a delight. And we had our very own Chennai author, Ranjita Ashok's book, Half a Kilo of Mixture, which was well received by all of us. We look forward to more book discussions together, to wonderful interactive meetings and bonding over books. Cheers to all of us, and thank you all once again for leading us through a successful year. Dear Premila and Aparna, a big hand to the two of you. Thank you all. Over to you, Premila.
Kindly unmute yourself. Kindly unmute yourself.
Good morning, everybody. It's happy birthday time for us at Page Turners. We're quite excited that we managed a whole year without any hitches. And today's topic is yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Now, being saddled with me, you've got to go back in time nearly 60 years back when we didn't have Enid Blyton those days. We had Angela Brazil. And I literally consumed all her books. When I was about 9, 10, 11, it was Angela Brazil all the way. And suddenly in my pre-teens and teens, I stumbled on Georgette Heyer. Hey boy, that was the time of romance and your imagination going wild, thinking of the tall, dark, handsome guy, and so on and so forth. It was the earlier precursor to your Mills and Boon of today. And so from Georgette Heyer, it was a quick step to Frank Slaughter, who wrote about the medical marvels from prehistoric times to modern times. It was a fabulous journey because I was all set to become a doctor. So these books were so appealing to me that I just dwelt on the lovely fiction that Frank Slaughter wrote. He is the precursor for today's Robin Cook. Robin Cook writes medical thrillers. Now, Frank Slaughter was the percussor to the whole thing. Then came the time when real love, romance, and everything crept in. And of course, I stumbled on Jackie Collins. Wow, that was my first exposure to porno sex. And it was mind-boggling. I never knew those things. I was such an innocent, and I understood that life has got more to offer. From Jackie Collins, it was a smooth move to Sydney Sheldon and her aching stories of being abandoned and so on and so forth. The ugly picture of matrimony, the wonderful picture of joyous marriages, both were intertwined in Sydney Sheldon's marvelous novels. Then came Irving Wallace into my life.
Yes, yeah.
Irving Wallace just stimulated me to no end with his biographies. I simply devoured all those biographies one after another and tried to emulate those wonderful principles echoed in those books. Those are fabulous motivators, fabulous inspiring stories of the greats of long ago. But my yen for science fiction never stopped. And Isaac Asimov kindly stepped in to take charge of my yearning for science fiction. And that was soon replaced by Dan Brown and his quirky ways of solving all those mathematical issues. And so an interest in maths began to creep in. I was never fond of maths earlier, but after reading Dan Brown, I found that I was stimulated enough to understand what the Fibonacci series was and to understand and unravel the code, the Da Vinci Code and so on. Then came the time, murder mysteries were always part of the teenage years when we had Perry Mason ruling the roost. Then came the other mystery thrillers that we had with Cronin and so on. Cronin brought in a whole lot of understanding of how the deprived classes lived in Ireland. It tore my heart, but I devoured Cronin's books because they gave an accurate picture of poverty. See, as you grow older, you begin to understand that life is not all hunky-dory. There is poverty on one side. There is so much of misery on the other side. And yet we are so insulated that we don't know about these things. It was to Cronin's credit that I managed to understand what real poverty was. And of course, at 18, 19, and 20, you feel fired with socialism. You feel fired with the ideals of communism. So that is what happened during my early college years. Then, of course, as time went on, I became more sensible, more understanding, and then went into John Grisham's legal books on with a lot of interest in law. So I understood what were legal fundamentals. Subsequently, of course, in Netflix, I saw the entire series of Suits and understood lots more about American law and what is happening in the country as well. That gave me an insight into law. Jeffrey Archer is a darling. His stories are just fascinating. And all his volumes are so interesting that I just dwelt, enjoyed, and waited for the next book to appear before I could lay my hands on it. As long as I was working, my idea was to buy minimum 2 books a month. With the net result, I have a whole collection of these old books and no takers. Once I retired, I made a vow that I would not spend money on books. I would go to libraries, lending libraries, and read from there because naturally, my earning power had come down. Now, in all this, I had the support of my husband who would readily agree to buy whatever books I wanted, but I never overstepped that limit which I had created for myself. Coming to today, boy, oh boy, it is a fantastic ocean of books that I am not able to complete. Every week I tell myself, one book a week, one book a week. I motivate myself to read at least one book a week so that I keep in touch with what the modern ideas are. Chitra Devakurni scores very high in my list because so many of her mythological adaptations are wonderful to go and go deep into. We have already discussed one of her books also about Draupadi, I remember. We had that in the book club. But all her books are very, very interesting. Then, of course, you have William Dalrymple about the Mughals and the histories and the early British history, which is also very fascinating, now being supported by Shashi Tharoor's era of darkness and the times gone forward. Of late, I find I was hooked on Ashwin Sanghi's thrillers, the Chanakya Key, and then the several stories that he had, lots of books like Rosabelle Legend and so on. Each one of them is a masterpiece by itself. And the plot, the kind of language and everything has gone a sea change. There is a big change in modern expression from what I had grown up with. But I've learned to take that in my stride. And when I read, I just ignore all those four-letter expletives, which are very commonly used these days. I just ignore them and carry on with the rest of it because it's the plot, the characterization, and the language that fascinates me. Today, as I have entered my 80th decade, and more I'm drawn to Devdutt Pattanaik and his way of explaining the various Upanishads, the various stories and legends. And that is supported by, I don't know, many of you may not have heard about Velukudi Krishnaswamy. He is an authority on Indian mythology and Vaishnavism. And he gives us lectures and explanations on the Gita. It is my daily routine to listen to 1 hour of Velukudi. I have started with the Bhagavad Gita from chapter 1 and we have come up to chapter 7 now. Daily, it's 1 hour. So my interests have moved. Nevertheless, it's not that I'm just sitting there and doing bhajan and only reading Bhagavad Gita. Recently, I read a very naughty book. I would say it's naughty in the sense it's not the naughtiness that is associated with sex, but the naughtiness of the plot. The plot itself was so funny, hilarious, and quite a naughty one to begin with. So it is nice to keep reading because I find that you are alone. So you cannot, and you have to enjoy your own company. What better way to enjoy your company than in the company of a book? Because you cannot inflict loneliness on someone else. If you're not comfortable, then you cannot be comfortable with others. So that's my motto now. And I enjoy being alone. I enjoy being in the company of a good book. And I spend my time reading. And that I would say is my today. Lots of reading of the Gita, the Upanishads, the Puranas. I have set apart time for that. Besides that, I spend time on these wonderful little books that have been published by lots of Indian authors who have come up on the scene. And so it gives you a wonderful perspective of how the world has changed from what it was to what it is now. So I look forward to some more exciting stories in the future. And it gives me also inspiration to put down my thoughts. And I've finished my second book, which should be out shortly. So that is my today. So I hope you like my journey through all these various authors. Try and get your hands on some of them. And they make very, very interesting reading. Thank you very much. Over to whoever is coming in, the members are now free to please contribute to their yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
you don't mind, Pramila, if I can start off, I just have a little passage that I've selected for reading, if that's okay with you.
Sure, sure.
Okay, so as I was thinking, right, I like the spotlight. For the last 1.5 years after COVID had started, after I've got grounded in India for some more time, I thought it nice to meet people and socialize, and Page Turners was one of the first. And it's the only one that I've remained true to. I know that I'm part of Duchess and I try to attend, but I don't. But if there's one club that I don't miss and I don't want to miss, and I feel very bad if there's 1 month where I've got an office meeting that I'm not able to be part of this, I really feel very bad when everybody else writes what a great session they've had. So I thought the best way to commemorate today was to read out a passage. It's from a book called Fish. It's a lovely book, but it's a passage that I read again and again to myself, and I'll tell you shortly why. And I'll tell you also what Page Turners means to me. I'm hoping by reading this passage one understands. So this is on page 50, and it goes like this. The passage began, there is the puzzle of why some men and women go to seed, while others remain vital to the very end of their days. Going to seed may be too vague an expression. Perhaps I should say that many people, somewhere along the line, stop learning and stop growing. One must be compassionate in assessing the reasons. Perhaps life just presented them with tougher problems than they could solve. Perhaps something inflicted a major wound to their self-confidence or their self-esteem. Or maybe they just ran so hard for so long that they forgot what they were running for. I'm talking about people who, no matter how busy they seem, have stopped learning and have stopped growing. I don't deride that. Life is hard, and sometimes just to keep going on is an act of courage. And we also have to face the fact that most men and women out there in the world are more stale than they know, more bored than they would care to admit. A famous French writer once said, there are people whose clocks stop at a certain point in their lives. And you can observe a lot by watching. If we are aware of the dangers of going to seeds, we can take countervailing measures. There is something I know about you that you may not know about yourself. You have within you more resources of energy than has ever been tapped, more talent than has ever been exploited, and more strength than has ever been tested, and more to give than you have ever been given. I have a lot of clocks to wind up, but first I need to wind up my own. So this is a little paragraph from this book called Fish. And I always read it when there are moments in time, especially on a Monday morning when there's lots and lots to do. And I think what Page Turners has meant to me is revitalizing that learning quotient. You learn a lot by a lot of things in life. But with Page Turners, I learn everybody's perspectives on books. I learn about how people interact. You know, when you're reading a book and when you're sharing, especially when that may not be your view, but how do you accept somebody else's view, especially? And again, learning to accept different genres, like you're accepting life in its different genres, learning to accept and like different books in different genres. So I'd really like to thank everybody at Page Turners for affording all of us this learning opportunity, learning about emotions, learning about people who write, learning about what goes on in their minds. So thank you so much. That's just a little bit that I wanted to share.
Thank you. Very good. Come on, folks.
Thank you, Rupa.
Thank you, Sujata.
Who's the next person? Hamsa, are you ready?
Yeah.
Come on.
Hi, ladies. First, I want all the others also to take part in this interactive session.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. Actually, I got my first dictionary when I was 8 years old. because I started questioning my grandfather in the front of everybody, some embarrassing words. After that, that's when I started reading stories, and I remember reading Enid Blyton. Then came Famous Five. Then all the classic like Tale of Two Cities, Little Women, all that, David Copperfield. I was into that. And later I moved to Georgette Hare, like how you said. And after Georgette Hare, I was introduced to Mills and Boon by my younger sister. And we had a library at the end of our road. And I used to read a book every day, like literally devoured them. And afterwards, we never bought books. We used to just take from the lending library, Ishwari Lending Library, with my aunt, and then to this Book Paradise, which was at the end of our road. Then we started getting books as gifts from my mom and aunt whenever we got good marks. So that's how I started reading a little higher books, like Earl Stanley Gardner, this James Bond, Perry Mason, Ian Fleming, and all that. I was interested in that. Next came the Harold Robbins and other books. Meanwhile, the Mills and Boon was going on for ever and ever on the side. I'm sure all of us had great hopes of getting a dashing man and all that. Anyway, I was caught at 17 years old, and it was an arranged marriage to my maternal uncle. After that, after my children came, also I was reading certain books, like James Cook, like I had become a little senior. So I was reading Dan Brown and all that. But now, that is yesterday and today. Today, I'm leaning towards books like a little with spirituality and a little emotional and all that. And I'm really happy to have joined this because I was hibernating. I was into reading only about people, the characters, and like Lee Iacocca and all that. And nowadays, because with the advent of YouTube, I was listening more to talks. But after joining Page Turners, it has been a very eventful year. I was first reluctant because I thought I have to buy the books. But I bought Premila's book, of course, and it was very interesting. Hello, can you hear me, ladies?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I think I'm a little stuck somewhere here. Yeah. And then now I enjoyed Ashok Singhvi's that Vishnu.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, it was so very interesting. And next was the mixture, a half a kilo mixture. And Kashmir was very interesting and intriguing. And Devakaruni. I didn't know so many facts about Draupadi, that she was as dark as Krishna and all that. So many very interesting. And like Rupa said, the emotions and the ideas that we exchanged all these days, it was really mind-blowing. Thank you for restarting my journey with the books. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hamza.
Who else?
Welcome.
Who's next? Sujata, you like to say something about your journey?
Yeah, actually, the journey has been quite similar to what Pramila, Auntie, and Hamza has been saying. Yes, we started with the Famous Fives and Secret Sevens, and then moved on to Nancy Drews, and then read some Hardy Boys, and
Oh, yes. Adi boy.
Gradually moved on to the other mystery books like Agatha Christie and then Jeffrey Archer. Of course, I did read, like Hamza said, Harold Robbins and James Hadley Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think we came to Mills and Boons, Danielle Steele. I read all her books also, and one of her favorites was The Promise was a favorite one. And then gradually, actually, I came off books after some time, and then nowadays I'm more into the books on spirituality, and I've read Chitra Devkurni and Devnath Patnaik. So basically, more into the spiritual books right now. And I'm learning a lot of shlokas and a few Vedic philosophy books. Not reading fiction anymore.
Then you like
Okay.
Thank you. And of course, books are one's companions, though I've become very less on reading books now. But yes, you catch up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Asha Sampath, are
Anybody?
you there?
Yeah, she's there. She's there. Come on, Asha. Is there anything that you would like to share?
Hi, morning everybody. Sorry, I was a little late. I had something to attend to at home. Happy anniversary, page turners. Many more, many more.
You.
Okay, I'm first going to begin by saying how grateful I am that Pramila and Aparna and the fabulous Duchess 5 began this club, because it got me reading again, because I'm more into K-dramas and K-pop nowadays. But then whenever you have, a book schedule for the meet, I have at least scanned through the books. I've not read, so I get the gist of the story, and some paragraphs kind of hit me quite deep. And thank you so much for introducing me to a lot of books. Having said that, pretty much the journey for most of us here has been from Enid Blyton onwards to spirituality. But I've never been interested in Mills and Boon. And Barbara Cartland is somebody I would call I ... love ... you ... so ... much. So after the second book, I was like, So though I am a diehard romantic at heart, and that's why I'm stuck to K-dramas now, I'm addicted to them actually. And unabashedly and unashamedly, I'd say I am totally addicted to K-dramas because the stories are so good. Okay. And so when people were into Mills and Boon teenage years, I was into Perry Mason. I was into James Hadley Chase. I love mystery fictions. And I wasn't much of a Georgette Eyre fan either. So nor Hardy Boys. But yeah, mine was into James Bond. So I was already in my teenage years. I was already fast in love with James Bond 07, and from then on, I think I've pretty much finished all of James Hadley Chase books. Because my father and my mother were avid readers, and so is my brother. And I also married into a family where they're all into P.G. Wodehouse. I'm not too much into P.G. Wodehouse. Yeah, P.G. Wodehouse, not too much, but I do like Jeeves, and I must thank my ICSE board where I studied till class 10, because that exposed me to a lot of British authors and also inculcated and strengthened that passion for reading books. From then on, when I went to college, I was reading books that ranged from, Swami Vivekananda books to Freedom at Midnight by Dominic Lockyer, and Leon Ury is, even today I can pick up his book and read Leon Ury. I was introduced because I love Leon Ury books, because I learned so much about Israel and the Jews and so much of history. So I was more into that kind of heavy reading. And spirituality was always there. My other book was, of course, Paramahamsa Yogananda's autobiography of a yogi. Thanks to my brother, because he was more spiritually inclined than I was. So he had all these books. It would run parallel with Sidney Sheldon also. Okay, so Sidney Sheldon on one side, The Rage of Angels was like, oh my gosh, that one with Vivekananda. So you can see what I was, and this Freedom at Midnight. So the various what should I say, the buffet reading that I had, and I enjoyed everything. I still enjoy all genres. Then of course James Patterson, Daniel Steele, Upanishads. I still read the Upanishads on and off, not all the time. Then of course Neil Gaiman, Asimov, Margaret Atwood. I think it is not focused on one genre. Whatever, when I read the blurb and I like it, I just pick it up and I just start reading. So, and now Kindle is very helpful, because there is no more place in my house, because my younger son, though both my sons read, Sampath also reads a lot. My younger son devours books. Every time he comes back, he says, I bought this in the airport. I said, there's no place, in the house to keep your books anymore. So he has his interests are far and wide. It's amazing. And so I keep going to his room, the kids' room. The elder one also, but he's got very specific, interests. But the younger one is, he's got a whole lot of interest. So I have so many books to read. Edgar Wallace is someone I love, because I always have a fascination for detective novels and murder mysteries and things like that. Not story, but I like it because I like to figure out who the culprit and the criminal is at the end of the story. And every time I go wrong because it's somebody else. So that keeps me very interested. Having said that, I have not read too much, except for thanks to you, the page turners. But I have to again up my reading habit. So I do have books all over the house. Actually, there's one there, there's one there. So anytime I feel like it, I pick up and I kind of read. But there's no one book I'm reading at this point. I'm reading actually 3. One is the Upanishad. One is, I forget the name. 1 second. I think it is, it's called Dunes, but I don't remember the name of the author. I forgot to tell you about Harry Potter. Here, this. Okay, so I still have so many books to read here. Harry Potter series is one. So Wilbur Smith, so many of them. I think what is the other one? Exodus, Leon Ury again. I keep going. Then I have, I love one of my more recent discoveries is Arun Raman, The Treasure of Kafur. So and I'm more now into Indian authors. I'm trying to focus on Indian authors. So thank you so much. I think I've had my time in telling you about what I read and what interests us. So thank you for the time, and once again, happy anniversary. And I hope we together have many more anniversaries. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Asha. That was quite a cocktail of books.
Yeah. Can I speak for a minute now? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Rati? Can you all?
Yes.
Okay. So I won't take just a minute. I will take. It's the same journey as others have said, but what registers in my mind is the Mr. Goon of the Famous Five, which I think I'll never forget. And I'm sure I'm going to talk to my grandchildren also about the Famous Five and Mr. Goon. And then though I wasn't an avid reader, but I remember reading Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. I think that was the only classical I would have read that time. So, and of course, again, we go to Harold Robbins probably because all those sex scenes were there and we were in that age and we were like, just wanting to like the excitement to know. So those were the books which I read. And then I wasn't into books so much, but I will say that now with page turners, my hunger to read more has really, really developed. And with this lockdown, my first epic, that was the Ramayana, which I read the whole Ramayana, which was a huge book in nearly 1.5 months. And then again, Vivekananda, and then the Land of Kashyapa. So now it's not that only spiritual books. My thirst and my hunger is to know more about our past, about our history, about our culture, and all kinds of books. So like, for example, now I was reading Amish Tripathi's Suhail Dev. So I will say, thanks to page turners, my future I can see with lots of books, and I hope so it continues. Thank you so much.
Can I come in at this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nina.
I think it's all about the kind of age we are at. I think that's what actually happens, when I listen to each of our stories. I think it's the same pattern because, when you start off with whatever the smaller books and I think Enid Blyton is someone that we have grown up with, In fact, every book of Enid Blyton, I think I would have read, all the famous 5, the Secret Sevens and the whole lot, Mallory Towers, if you all remember, so those were all kind of, and then it was a slow progress into, I think, Agatha Christie after that. I think I would have read every book of Agatha Christie because I think mystery and, things to solve, I think happens alongside. What was a bad choice of books at that point in my life when I was about 14 years was James Hadley Chase. I think I would blame my bad grades on James Hadley Chase because that completely distracted me from my studies, In fact, I would hide the books from my parents and read James Hadley Chase, and I was not happy doing that. It was a slow progress after that then you outgrow that. It was Sidney Sheldon. I think every bestseller, I would just wait for the bestsellers to come onto the shelves and would start reading Sidney Sheldon. In fact, I would read the whole thing through the night and day and finish off the book and wouldn't sleep before that. That was up to a point. After that, I slowly started moving into Robin Sharma and more about self-improvement and more about learning and self-growth is what interests me these days. Fiction has completely stopped interesting me. Just like Sujata was saying, I think I've just outgrown out of it. What I have never read is a Mills and Boon. I've only read one Mills and Boon book, and I think I think it's a waste of time. I don't read any of them. In fact, my sister would read them all the time, and I remember I was very nasty one day. In fact, I tore up the Mills and Boon that she was reading. Other than that, today I read a lot of books on fitness and health and food and things like that, which interest me and makes my knowledge at the same time. It's all about learning for me. And books that make me introspect are something which I believe in. And one book that really changed my perspective of life was Roots. If you all remember, it was the thick book of Alex Haley.
Alex Haley.
It was a big fat book, and I would read almost like every day till I finished it. It was all about struggles of humanity. I think that somewhere, you start empathizing with all communities and, things like that. More about people management and how, how to outgrow out of those struggles. So those kind of books actually interest me and I think books make me very strong. I think they're very impactful. More than movies, I think books are very impactful. In fact, the book Love Story and Rosemary's Baby. I don't know if anyone has read Rosemary's Baby. Oh my God, it was such a scary, horrible book. One sentence which says, they see the baby in the cradle and the baby has horns. I don't know whether you remember that. I mean, that remains in your, I think books can really be like very vivid and then they can remain in your memory forever more than movies. So I continue to read books and I love reading books. So again, happy anniversary to page turners. Special thanks to Pramila, Aparna, Rati and Anu for keeping it going. So all the best, girls. Keep going.
Thank you. Thank you, Nina. Nina, I thought I was the only one who never read Mills and Bones. You know, I don't even know what Mills and Bones.
I didn't either. Second
I
book,
know.
Barbara Tuckton, second book.
Yeah, never read. I tried reading one and I go beyond. So who else out there? Savita? Would you like to say something, Savita?
Just a minute. Okay, let me start by saying congratulations and thank you. Hello? Can
Yes, your voice
hello?
is breaking, Savita. Your
Yeah.
voice is breaking, yeah.
It's breaking.
Okay, let me go. Let me change my position. Is it okay now?
Better.
Okay, I just want to say congratulations and thank you, Duchess Club, Pramila and Arpana, for bringing to us Page Turners. And it has really been a very interesting journey this 1 year. Of course, reading has always been an integral part, like starting from childhood comics, Enid Blyton and the romantic books. And then of course, you progress to more intense books later. And at the moment, I've been reading a lot of biographies. Michelle Obama's was a very interesting one, Becoming. And then I would like to thank Page Turners for introducing me to all Indian writers. And of course, this Palace of Illusions was a very good one. And I hope we will get to know more of different genres of books as we go through the next year. I'm looking forward to more discussions, meetings. Thank you once again. That's it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you, Savita. Howsy, you're out there. You're on the video. Would you like to say something about
Yes,
your
happy
choice of book?
anniversary. Thank you, Pramila. Thank you, Aparna. As a matter of fact, like all of us in childhood, we've all been voracious readers. That's why that interest, even now when Page Turner started to sign up and come. And over the years, somehow I think, for me at least, in between the interest, we didn't, maybe I should say, it's an excuse to say I didn't find time, but somehow I stopped reading towards the latter part of my life. And thanks to you girls, I'm back again trying to read. And I may not read so quickly, but at least I'm putting in an effort now to read books and come back to my original self. Yeah, those days we've all grown up with the same kind of books, exactly what everyone has said. But few things that I can add on to it is I loved the Panchatantra series. Used to sit down and read a lot about it. And then I also loved the comics. Like, like all of us must have read our Phantom, our Archie, the Sad Sacks. And then one book that left a great impression in my young age was Scarlet Pimpernel. Even today, for me, that was a beautiful book. I'll never forget all those that happened over there. And I feel like leaving little, we used to play games and then leave little red flowers or little notes and things like that based on that. And Dennis the Menace, how could we forget those comics? I used to just love reading those and tried, used to imagine at that time, if I have a child and he's very naughty, put him in one corner and ask him to face the wall. In reality, we never could do that to our sons. So it's been a great journey. We all loved reading a whole lot of genres, like everything has been mentioned by all of you. Today, I'm trying to read the Indian authors. Thanks to all of you. And Pramila, we loved your book, of course. And really thanks a lot. You got me coming into Page. I may not attend every meeting, but you got me thinking about books again that I have started buying on and off and trying to go back to reading. So really grateful for that. And let's do lots more reading in the years to come.
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kausi. Thanks. And yes, you did remind me also of all the comics, Archie and Tintin and Dennis the Menace. Amar Chitra Katha. I think we bought the whole volume.
Yeah.
We used to go to the second-hand shop or the pavements and buy those bound books, comics.
The comics, yes.
Yeah.
And not to forget Chanda Mama also, right?
Of course, Chanda Mama,
Started
yeah.
with that actually, you know, when I was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
little, started on that and then moved on to Amar Chitra Katha. It was like a stage, like the
Yeah,
Nancy Boo, Hardy Boys, and you know, Enid
This
Blyton.
is it.
yeah.
Can I
Chanda
just
Mama and
read
Champak.
And
Can I just come
I
in?
used to read a lot of MNBs. Huh? I will
Of
confess
course.
to that.
I also.
And it's only last 2 years I haven't got a book to read.
All guys are romantic.
Very.
Not to forget the Mills and Boon and then Daniel Steele, which we read in our youth.
Yeah.
Can I just come in at the moment? Can I just come in?
Yeah. Yes, Anu, please
Yes,
talk,
Anu.
Anu.
Congratulations on a fabulous, fabulous year. And I think the knowledge and the learning that we've got from Page Turner is tremendous. Thank you, Pramila and Aparna, for choosing such beautiful books, thoughtful books, and created such a beautiful, an experience for all of us at the Duchess Club. So, and honestly speaking, I am just an avid reader. I just keep reading, and things. Currently, what I'm doing is a lot of books, as Nina says, on self-improvement and self-discovery. But as a kid, it used to be from Uncle Pai to Champak Lal to Amar Chitra Katha. I mean, you just name it, everything from Phantom to, it used to be so, fantastic, you know. And I still have got copies of the Amar Chitra Katha bound, many of them bound together, and I've kept it, you know.
Yes.
So, yeah, not much of a Mills and Boon's reader, but I read a little bit of Daniel Steele, I remember, and a lot into thrilling books. Yeah. Okay, Secret 7. I think everybody's covered everything. So I think it's a very, very integral part of my life. So wishing you all another fabulous year of happy reading and looking forward to it. Thank you, Rati and Anu, for a fabulous year too. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Here,
What about
I would like
I just wanted to say, out of all 5 of us, I think Anu Sachdev is the one who's such an avid reader.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
reads
Yeah,
all
keep
genres.
reading. Just keep reading and sharing with everybody whom I meet, you know.
so much of
So
I was just thinking of Kausi, and I was thinking of Wilbur Smith. And I remember reading about Egypt. And when I visited Egypt, Kausi,
Yeah.
so taken up with the descriptions, they were exact. They were
Yeah.
exact. And as I went on the Nile cruise, I was just taken aback. You know, those words came back to me like, it was so nice.
Yeah.
Wilbur Smith.
Wilbur
My
Smith.
list, I've left out so many authors. There's no time to
I know.
put in
I think
never
did
ending.
we mention
very avid reader.
did we mention PG Woodhouse? No.
Yes, yes, yes.
How can we forget him? How can we forget him?
In fact, I'm a member of the PG Woodhouse
Oh,
group also. We have a separate group.
group, why don't we do
Oh,
something?
it's
You know,
such
we
fun.
can
It's
have
such
a
fun.
collaboration. It'd be nice to do something, you know, like a PG Woodhouse
Yeah,
morning,
and
like, you know, we just
we read only that. And it's fun. So 4 of my cousins and I, we have joined up together because we are all hooked on PG Woodhouse. So we have
Somebody mentioned, sorry.
Sunita Ajit wants to say something, I think.
Okay. Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy also. I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, War and Peace. How can you ever forget? Come on, Sunita. Sorry, we got to your time.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I had read most of the books that you people have mentioned. And Leon Uris came up, that I read when I was in college, and I was really used to be, you know, unhappy for so many days after reading that. And then, of course, we read Shobha Day in recent times. I mean, you read all types of books, isn't it? But another one that I really liked is that autobiography of Lee Iacocca. Is that name familiar? He worked in Ford, and then he was humiliated, so he came out.
Iacocca.
Iacocca.
That is another book that I just keep on reading also once in a while to make myself, you know, like inspired. And yeah, the comics and all. And I think I really want to comment here on Ishwari Lending Library.
Yeah. We all grew up on that.
Summer missed that for my son. So that really helped us in reading all types of books. Earlier it used to be only what we liked, but there, like I got opened up to all types of books. And thank you, page turners, and happy anniversary and many more to come. That's it.
Thank you. Dr. Anita, you wanted to say something? Dr. Anita, you wanted to say something?
Oh yeah, Nita Rathore is saying something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I must thank you all really, because it has been such a wonderful year of reading. I love books. I love to read books,
That's Dr.
any type of book. And can I be heard?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I just love to read books, and it was a pleasure to join this Duchess group in the first place last year. And also this page turners was a total delight because it exposed to many other authors which I didn't know. So any book I get, like Ma'am Premila was saying, that I need the whole thing of that author fully from top to bottom, whatever it may be, and I finish. I'm a voracious reader. Somehow I find time to read everything. I mean, P.G. House's Woodhouse's life is such a wonderful, that Bertram Wooster, and of course that Blanchworth, that castle. The Lord Hemsworth, what life he has here. He just doesn't have to worry about anything. It's like so cool and make you laugh. There are books which you share. I've got into a lot of travel, and I read a lot of historical novels also. There's Philippa Gregory and all these people. They write extremely well, So there's a lot of books in reading. And anytime somebody, now ma'am has mentioned next, I'll be looking for that now. So yeah, thank you so much. That whole horizon has really expanded, and I am really grateful to all of you.
Anyone mentioned Charles Dickens? I forgot.
Yeah.
Richard Bach, Charles Dickens, yeah, all those. So
All
many,
those
like
classics.
Pramila said, too many people we, have, like, yeah, so many. Yeah.
Nita, come on.
I think Nita
Congratulations to Aparna and Pramila for a wonderful year that we learned so many other things other than what we actually read. And my journey has also been like everybody else's. I was more into thrillers and mystery books and all, but I was also a very good reader for Reader's Digest. That was one book which I used to read the whole book, because I used to enjoy everything which is printed there, and like many of us, even I stopped reading books in between. And I'm so thankful to you all for bringing my interest back again into reading, and especially reading all the other books which are other than the mysteries and novels and all genres. Like I'm enjoying all of them, and more so because they're all Indian writers. So I'm loving all those books which are light and not too heavy, too intense also. But I love reading them, and I'm very thankful that you brought all those interests back again into my life. Thank you, and congratulations again to all of you all.
Leena is there, Rati. Leena Subramanian.
Yeah,
I think she
looking at Leena, Lata Batija, Leena, Radhika. You all haven't said that thing.
Yeah, can I say something?
Sure, please go ahead.
Actually, I think, as I think from school times, we've read a lot of Shakespeare. We went down to Amar Chitra Katha, Enid Blyton, Daniel Steele. And I think it was so much of an interest that, like Nina said, we used to just hook on to a book and try and finish it off in a day or two. And then I used to go to the Shemaru Lending Library in Bombay, which was there, and just pick up books. It was like a daily ritual. But I think off late I had stopped reading, which I think because of page turners, happy anniversary to you. I kind of got back to reading, though I read a little slow. I have developed an interest again, and I promise to really read well. And not only books on improvement, but even otherwise. So it's been a great journey being a part of Page Turners, and hope to continue. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Leena there? Leena, you'd like to say something, Leena?
Leena is
Varsha.
is there.
Lata.
Lakshmipati.
Yeah.
No, Leena is not there. She left.
Leena is not there?
Lata Patija is there.
She's left.
Yes, I am here and I'm enjoying the program a lot.
Yes.
Even I've been reading the books and the same comics, Tintin, Richie Rich, and Archie, all the same books. I just love what you all have started. And yes, even I have come back to reading. I had left it in the middle. But I'm enjoying this and I'm wishing you all a very nice anniversary and hope for many more such anniversaries to come. I want this to go on and on and on. It's very enjoyable.
Thank you. It will. It will.
Yeah, it is fun. And I remember my first book I read was 79 Park Avenue. I was floored. Sidney Sheldon. I think Jeffrey Archer, yeah. And then I started into all the heavy ones. Earlier it was Mills and Bones and light ones. But then it's been a nice journey. But yes, Pramila, you have introduced me to different authors and thank you for that. I'm learning to read the other authors too. Now I'm started with a few of the Indian authors, but it's fun. It's a very good, it's very nice.
Some of them are very good.
Very good,
Yeah.
very good, yes.
Arun Raman happens to be my student from Rishi Valley.
Oh, okay.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
The books are amazing.
The other one on fire, that really, you feel goose pimples all over, wondering if the world can ever become that. Oof,
Okay.
it's so frightening. It's
Pramila,
yes, ma'am.
Pramila, we must have him on our book club. Arun Raman.
We could ask him to come
Please
over.
invite him to the club.
I could ask him. He is based in Mysore. Anyway.
Okay.
But he can
He could
always
be a
do
guest.
Zoom. He can always do a
Yes.
Zoom.
On Zoom. Yes, yes. It would be nice.
That shouldn't be a problem.
May I make a suggestion here?
Yeah.
May I mean, has everybody finished speaking?
I think there are a couple of them. Varsha, are you interested in saying anything? Are you there, Varsha Khanna? Vasanti?
You're on mute.
Vasanti spoke.
Vasanti?
Yeah, I just want to wish all of you all a very first happy birthday for Page Turners and really grateful to be in this group. It's really interesting and I'm getting back to my reading now. In between, I gave it up, but this is really motivating me. And it's a very happy, pleasant group. Thank you very much. Duchess and Pramila Auntie and Aparna are doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Sunita.
Sunita has spoken.
Sunita Ajit.
She spoke.
I think everybody has spoken.
Yes.
Everybody.
Congratulations once again, Pramila
I
Auntie.
will make my suggestion.
Yeah.
Congratulations once again, Pramila Auntie, Aparna, Rati and Anu. Fabulous. Everybody is enjoying the book club and we hope to go on and on.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yes.
And Pramila, I wanted to ask you, how come nobody mentioned about Barbara Cartland books? And
I did. Rati, you did not listen. I did.
Look at my list. Barbara
I
Cartland
did.
is number one there.
Ariva, I did. I said I love.
No, somebody did mention Barbara Cartland.
Yeah, somebody
I
did.
did. I did.
All the Duke.
All of them.
One of the Indian authors we didn't mention, right? Chetan Bhagat.
Chetan Bhagat, yes.
The historic romantic tale.
I've read, but I'm not a big fan of Chetan Bhagat because I find that he sort of patronizes a reader rather than give us.
Ashok Bankim.
Not like his first book.
Not like the first book. You're right.
I used to love Barbara Cartland, the Dukes and the Castles.
Ian Fleming, James Bond series, all these are, I mean, there are so many. The trouble is I had listed out the whole lot, but I never looked into my list. I just spoke what came in my mind.
Okay, I just want to make my suggestion.
Yeah.
What about Ayn Rand?
I just wanted to suggest that can we, I think somebody already mentioned this, could we have an author-centered meeting, in the forthcoming meetings that Page Turners will be holding? Leo Tolstoy or PG Wodehouse, you already said that, I think.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
So why don't we have author-based meetings? So, people who have not read the novels or even short stories, like say for Leo Tolstoy, people can even read it because they are pretty good. So we can have something to discuss upon, and it will open up the box of more books, So that's my suggestion, and thank you so much, and happy anniversary once again, many more.
So, Asha, your suggestion is very good about author-based, but the thing is, it will appeal to people who read a lot. To people getting back to books, it would mean that we are isolating them and they are not part of it because they've never read that author.
That's one way of looking at it, Pramila. The other way is probably you can introduce.
We are shying away from making it author-focused. We are trying to bring in as many different genres as possible so that everybody gets a chance to participate. Our group is a very heterogeneous group. It's not a homogeneous book club where we are avid book readers,
Get it. I get it.
Possible.
I get it, but it's just a suggestion, like I mentioned.
No,
So
it's a lovely suggestion, but we will try and accommodate it in some way or the other. Give us a little time.
My intention is to get people to know an author that they have not read about or read his or her book. So that is introducing the reader to a newer author. So I think probably that is where the suggestion came from. But I get it. I mean, it's left to you. It's just a suggestion. That's it. Thank you.
Try. We give us some time. We will work on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think we have, I think all the girls have spoken.
I think we can end the meeting.
We can close the meeting.
Sure, because we have over.
Okay, Aparna said she can't end. She had to leave.
Okay.
She had to leave, Pramila, so you'll have to close the meeting for us,
So,
Pramila.
thank you all members. I mean, it's so heartening to see so many participants who are willing to share their feelings, emotions, their reactions, and their suggestions with us. I mean, that is the kind of interaction that we look forward to for the Page Turners. Frankly, it's not merely reading a book and discussing a book, but it's more of giving each other the support, the encouragement, the motivation, and also inspiring us to deliver better so that we can have a healthy, ongoing relationship and have a wonderful year ahead. We promise you some exciting times ahead in the next few months before the year closes. And then we'll start again, all over again in the 2022. Hopefully it will not be pandemic thereafter. So with these words and having enjoyed ourselves, I've enjoyed myself. I look forward to the book Page Turners every month. So it is such a lovely way of interacting with you young people, and I feel very invigorated, and you've given me a lot of energy. So I will work on the further suggestions. All the best, and let's meet again next the end of the month in October. That of course is little away. We'll put in a new poster for that a little later. So thank you all for participating. Good day and have a good